Welcome back, everybody. It's Creative Redundancy back again. The one known as CR, like it says on the screen. Very much impromptu stream. Barely gave any notification. Although I did, technically. So, since I didn't give so much notification, I'll have to wait for some people to drop in here. So hopefully everyone's doing well. I guess technically this will be the first live stream for the year for the year for me, technically, because I haven't done one. I mean, I put out, the long form content, the short form content, and all that stuff. And you've probably seen me in some different live streams, different people's panels, but I haven't done a live stream personally for a while here. It's nice to see everyone. See? I can actually do stuff while I'm here. So hopefully everyone's doing well. Let's see, where's my thing here? There we go. I'll see something in there. Where's my chat window? Oh, there it is. I was like, where's my chat window? There it is. Hi, everybody. So I'm just doing stuff while I'm doing this. So I figure, you know what? I'll go live. There's no real topic for this. Right? Just reconnecting with you folks out there. Kind of more of an open chat, seeing what's up with everyone and all that stuff. And kind of multitask. And maybe if I do stuff in behind the scenes at the same time, I'll actually get it done, because I'm telling you guys, and since this is live, I gotta do it now, because I've already said it publicly and all that stuff. Yeah, so why not? Okay, I gotta get one of my hands-free type of things to use though. Let's see. Yeah, I'll use this. Alright, there we go. Now at least I'll have some hands-free, or at least something easier to hold in my hands while I do this kind of thing. So if you're probably wondering what am I doing today, since later today, or if you're watching this on the replay, I have a scheduled video for today. One of my quote-unquote bonus videos for the week. I've decided to add that in. I'm still maintaining, for the most part, that kind of, one video per week kind of deal. At the moment, I've been able to maintain that kind of scheduling. But I was like thinking of 2 videos. I'm like, that's like from 52 videos a year to like 104. So I'm like, maybe I'll just add in some bonus stuff instead of doing these other things. I'm like, why not? So that's what I've been trying to do more and more. So, and basically now, if there's like a bonus video for the week, you'll see a notification or a community board tab post about it or something like that. Or I'll just tell you guys, or you'll get a private message from me, or an IM message from me. Something along the lines of that. I almost forgot about my coffee. So I'll show you guys something going on. Let's see where my camera is here. Let me just shrink that down, put it to the side here. Yes. Let's see here. Let's see. Still have them. They're gathering some sun today. I might have to water it. Yeah, I might actually have to water this. Well, I'm at it. I think I'll actually have to water that. Give it a little bit of water. Besides, it actually is sunny outside today, so it'll do its photosynthesis thing and all that stuff, the things that the plants do. Give it a little bit of water here. There we go. You know, I wasn't actually planning to show that, but I'm like, thank goodness I did, because I'm like, oh yes, I probably should water it, which I just did. You know, that one I've had for a little bit of time. I actually have this other one that I've had for a while. It's actually still growing, technically. Technically, it's still sprouting something, so I guess it's still useful. I'll keep it around for a little bit. It doesn't take up that much space, so I don't mind having it around. It's kind of nice to kind of see it, right? During the winter time for me here, it's like nice to see some greenery that's not from some pine tree or something like that. You know, where I actually get to see that kind of color. It's nice at times. So, let's see here. I can move some stuff around. I'm trying, since it's been January, I've been trying to actually do stuff before, gardening seasoning. Seasoning? Did I just say seasoning? Before garden season starts. Because I've been trying to make sure all this other stuff's ready to go. Or kind of out of the way. That way, when the temperatures finally rise here, like, when I say rise, I mean where I would actually say it's warmer outside. Not just less cold, but warmer outside. Hi, Sunflower. I see you're here. I haven't responded to your comment on that video yet. I will eventually. Welcome. Is CR staying frozen or warm? Well, it's not as cold as it was in that video outside. That's for sure. It's definitely not as cold. It's less cold. Significantly less cold. I wouldn't even say warmer, but less cold. Less cold. But yeah. What was I gonna say here? Oh yeah. So I've been working these things together here. And that's why I haven't actually been on live. You might, like I said, you might have seen me. And of course the videos are out there. But all these videos I've been showing, for the most part, except for the additional videos, they've all been scheduled like weeks in advance now. For the most part. Like, I even have a video you'll eventually see in time. If not next month, then the month after. Where, well, you'll notice it, but because the editing is different slightly. Which I probably could get into too, but basically, you'll see these other videos. I'm actually trying to work in this one additional video for next month right now. Because I'm short one video for next month, technically. I mean, I have other videos, but I'm trying to squeeze in that time. I'm kind of missing something for, like, next month. One video for next month. Let's see. Like I said, you'll see a video later today. You'll see, there'll be another video on the 31st. This Friday. Again. I've already scheduled those videos. I had this, like, additional video. I'm like, oh, you know what? Since it's seasonally dependent, I'll put it up, and you guys will get a bonus video for the week again. But those type of videos are just kind of like, yeah, like just quick kind of thing, situational, right? They're not my, what's it called? The main content. It's just to kind of show some other things here. And try to see if I could do 2 videos a week. I don't know. I'm barely going at the 1 video per week. While I'm trying to do 2. And all this other stuff. Oh, yeah, thanks, Sunflower. You know, and all that stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I can pull that off. But I'll try. But I figured I tried doing it like this. Where it's 1 video, then a bonus video. At least then I can be committed. I can commit time to that. Versus say, oh, hey guys, I'm gonna do 2 videos every week. Right? Then you notice this is like, see, you haven't done 2 videos for the last month. I'm like, yeah, alright. Versus if I just give a bonus video, it's like, ooh, it's a bonus video, right? So I figured it sounds better if I do it like that versus their part of it, right? So yeah. Hey, it's Holly. Hello, Holly. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, like I said, I'm just rearranging some stuff. And like I said, stay tuned for today's video, which will be out in about, I don't know, about less than 4 hours from now, I think. I think I scheduled it for 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern for today. Which is a Sunday, by the way. So, I was just like, yeah. And I have these scheduled videos, but this, like I've said before, for other people and the people I talk to and stuff, I can change the schedule, like rearrange the order of what is gonna be public first. So this video was that you'll see today. I did record it back. Well, there's actually footage back from like the beginning of December, technically. Because it was such a long video, I needed so much time with it, and I didn't do it all at once, right? All in one day kind of deal, right? So it was spread out between like the beginning of December. There's some footage in there that I recorded back before Christmas time and all that stuff, before the holidays started and all that stuff, right? Before everyone took their break time and all that stuff. I was just like, yeah. And then there was some footage after New Year's, so yeah, I had to bring it all together. But this video I want to show you guys right away. So it's gonna be higher. It'll be public before some of these other videos I have, which you'll see later in the year. There's actually one in there. I have one scheduled video that technically I recorded back in November. You guys wouldn't notice it unless I actually said it, like I did right now. So yeah. And you're gonna see the 30s, 40s this week. How's the weather there with me? So 40 is about 5. No, 40 is about 4. Yeah, 4 or 5 Celsius. So yeah. Well, Holly, it's not gonna be now. Well, actually, I might be able to rival up on the temperature with you on that, because it is supposed to be above freezing. Now I know. Did I say that? Above freezing. Not below freezing, above freezing, or at the freezing point. Melting freezing mark. I'll call it the melting point, since it's rising. I guess, yeah. I guess you would call it the melting point if you're going up towards it. Yeah. So, I might see some temperatures like that too. So, that's nice. So yeah, I'm just rearranging some stuff I have to tidy up too. I was originally gonna shoot a video during this time, but I'm like, you know what? I need to actually clean up so I can actually shoot more video, right? Because with some of the projects, for example, right, they're just kind of getting laid out for me to do, but or they're not done yet, or I haven't finished technically recording it all. Like I need some additional B-roll or something like that, so it's kind of laid out right now. So I'm like, you know what? I actually need to do this. There's no point in recording so much, and yet then I have this disorder, this kind of unorganized place for it at the moment. Yeah. That sounds much better. That definitely sounds much better. Hey, it's O. What's up, Blue? How's it going, man? Nice of you guys to drop by. Maybe I go. Yeah, why not? It's nice to see you. I'll show you guys. Hold on. Give me one sec. Let me open the door. Hold on. Look. Okay, I'm going back in. My hands go. Hold on. All right, that was just for you guys. That was just for you guys right there. Why not? There we go. Yeah, you're getting some lunch? Yeah, nice. I'll probably have some after this stream or something like that. And probably make a coffee too. I wouldn't mind a second cup. Yeah. Still good though. Like I said, that was just for you guys there. You know, to help with your tobogganing or sledding. so you don't have to like toboggan on the dirt, on the frozen dirt. I'm kidding. Inside joke, everyone. Inside joke. I'm still remembering that stream now. Anyways, yes. Holly's still with us. Nice. So yeah, like I said, I am working in these videos. I'm working these in because I've been, well, I guess I'll share part of it right here, but you know, I actually made a list. See, you'll see that I've been posting ever since I started the scheduling more and actually maintained it, you know, not just for a week or two, but or a month or half a year, but I've actually maintained it throughout most of the year, generally speaking, right? But back in early, was it? I think it was actually the beginning of the year. I don't think I actually started at the end of the last year, but I started to look ahead on the scheduling, right? Like I said, because since I'm actually doing the scheduling for Friday now, right? Where it'd be like, you know, you might get the shorts on a Wednesday for me here, a video on a Friday, or at least the main, or a video on a Friday. So I looked ahead. I'm like, okay, so there's 5 weeks for January, 4 for February, 4 for March, and I just kept going, right? And I was just looking ahead. I'm like, okay, let's see what's going on and what usually happens around that time, right? I'm trying to make a schedule behind it and all that stuff. One of the first things I noticed when I was doing that is that for anyone that hasn't seen any of the gardening stuff I ever do, well, I still gotta wait for that. I can't accelerate the time because it's still like cold outside, right? I mean, I just showed you guys like snow like 10 minutes ago, right? I still gotta wait for that, you know? Yeah, I could start things inside to a certain degree or whatever, right? But, you know, I can't start that far ahead, right? I'm not starting anything yet because it's way too soon. Unless I'm only growing it inside or it takes forever to start. But some of this other stuff, I'm like, oh, I still gotta wait, you know? At least until like March. At the earliest that I can start. At the earliest. It'll probably be more like April. Mid-April. Although there was this one year I did start something in March, but I was just like, yeah, that was just pushing. And I got lucky because springtime actually came soon. And the snow kind of receded away for another half a year. So, I gotta actually have videos to make it into springtime. I've actually mentioned it to some people. I'm like, yes. That's actually another reason why I started the scheduling for this year already. I'm like, yeah, I gotta make it to the springtime. I gotta make it until like April or at the earliest, right? So I'm like, having this extra content that I can buffer zone the videos in advance gives me the time to actually make more content because I actually already have some of these videos lined up. So, because some of this content that I might do here hasn't happened yet, I haven't done it yet, I'm still waiting for it, or let's say it's a DIY video, which I actually have to show the process of it. It's not just gonna be a simple few minute video, or just like a talking type of video. I need to actually show something, right? Or I'm waiting for something to happen, which means I can't speed it up, right? Just I gotta wait for it in real time. Short. How long's the growing season? Short. I'll just say short. Short stories. Short. Long story short. Short. Long story short. Short. Wow, that was really hard to say. For some reason, yeah. So yeah, not that long. L&M, you can, if you guys want to spare some heat, I wouldn't mind. Thanks in advance. you know, if you could spare some, I know some of you could probably spare some. I'm kidding. Take care, Holly. Thanks for dropping by the way. So yeah. If you're probably wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually trying to hang some clothes here. I just did some laundry like earlier, right before I started the stream, so I just kind of hanging some of it up and sorting it out and all that good stuff, so you don't hear me messing around with it. Because I'm just trying to move it around and, put it in its home, as they say, right? The folding or whatever is not done do itself, so. And eventually I do need some clothes to wear. I guess too, right? I guess too. I've been joking around with some people, but on all seriousness, right? People ask, oh, how's the weather there, or whatever, or is it still cold there, or is you still, getting the white stuff, and I've jokingly said, but to a certain degree, I am serious when I say it at times, right? Or where I say, if I'm wearing, if Sierra's wearing 5 or 6 layers, it's cold outside. For me, if I'm actually wearing that much, relatively speaking, obviously, there's only so much layers you can put on certain parts, but relatively speaking, if my, how do I say, core layers are at 5 or 6, yeah, it's cold outside. At least in my opinion, for me here, obviously everyone's, what's the word I'm looking for? Tolerance to the cold is different to a certain degree, but we all have our tolerances, but we all have our upper limits to it, all right? There's just a certain point that you're just simply, you don't find it cold just because it is, generally speaking, For some, it might be a little bit lower. For some of you, it might be a little bit, in the 15 Fahrenheit range, right? And for some people, it might be at the freezing mark or the melting point, right? Just depends what you're kind of used to or your tolerance to it, but in time, you know, it will feel cold. No way! He's live! Okay, Shawnee didn't actually say it like that, but, like, you know. Hi, Shawnee, I know, right? You're probably like, dang, Sierra's live? I can't believe it. He's actually live. Yay, he's live. I know. I mean, after seeing you guys do all these live streams that I've managed to drop by on, like, some Wednesday, Saturday. Actually, most of the time it is Wednesday or Saturday. You know, like, you know, I can't just let them have all the fun out there, right? I got to do my own thing, too, and bring it in. Bring it back. It'll take 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 Celsius. Yeah. Lou and them. I'll probably won't see that until like April. I'll be lucky if I see that in April, actually. Although I have, technically, but it'll probably be like May. So I'll have to wait for that. I'll have to wait for that. You know what? Yeah, I guess I got some power. Why not? Why not? Feels like 18 there. So that should be about -8. No, probably -7 Celsius. Yeah, because 15 is like -9.4, -10 Celsius. Hi, Mother. How are you doing? Nice of you to drop in. I'm gonna show you guys something. Once again, it was cute. I guess I did put up the Canadian one up here. Why not? All right. Like I said. Look. More snow, everyone. More snow. Ooh, I know. See, it is actually sunny outside. And yes, my hand's wet. And I'm gonna put my hand underneath my armpit. I then need to dry off my hat. I mean, yeah, I have my tolerances, but I'm not stupid, right? My hand's wet, and I'm outside, and I should try to dry it out, right? Because the water's gonna pull the heat away from my hand real fast. Okay, yeah. Yeah, dry off my hand. Yay. Okay. There you guys go, right there. Did I just hear that or read that from you? Did you only just say she misses it? What? I should almost screenshot that. I'll be like, she said it, everyone. She said she misses it. She wrote it on my side chat. Well, you missed that. I think I'm starting to miss spring already. Sorry. The door's kind of creaky. You know. I'm glad I decided to dry off my hand real quicker. Yeah. That's one thing I always try to make sure I do is during the wintertime is like stay dry, so because I know better. Especially like I've been, especially if I've been playing when I was younger, playing out in the snow or whatever, right? This isn't that wetness, right? Because wet and cold don't mix. It's one thing if you're dry, or it's dry out or whatever, or you're not, but you can add a little bit more. But as soon as like your hands are wet or whatever, then yeah, you start noticing it a little. Yeah. The heat loss is accelerated a lot to a certain degree. I can't believe you guys are just like talking about how much you miss it right now. Well, I will give you there if you guys start taking a look at the extended forecast out there, obviously the extended forecast that we get is still based on a model, based on a prediction. It's not totally set in stone or whatever, right? But I've been looking at the trend later, and it's just like, there might be another chance for that. By the way, for some of you, there might be another chance for that to swing back in. Just saying. For most people, it probably won't be this week. It definitely won't be this week for most people, but the following week or the week after, you might see a return of it back in February. I was talking, it was funny. I was talking to my local friend today. I called him and talked to them before I started this live stream. I was just talking to them, they live here, not that close by, but relatively close by, right? Same climate and we're growing zone, right? We were just talking about winter for a little bit, right? Because I haven't spoken to them for a while. That's since like the end of last year, so I was just like talking to them and all that stuff, and we were just talking about like this tolerance to cold and all that stuff, and it depends and all that stuff, how well you dress and all that stuff. But they were saying to me, some people just can't tolerate it, especially if they've never experienced it. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess you're right. If you haven't seen it before, it's just like, or it's your first time experiencing it, you don't realize how it feels, right? Anyone can tell you something, or it can be rain or whatever, but there's something about feeling that. And I'm talking about not just the heat, but the cold too, right? Where you haven't experienced that, or humidity, or wet cold versus dry cold versus humidity or dry heat, right? They're all different and all that stuff. Take care, man. Virtual fist bump out. I'll be waiting for that sandwich. Inside joke. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. I see maneuver. Yeah. Like for me here, I've been seeing more of a yo-yo cycle of temperatures. And I really haven't seen it really consistent, at least this season. I've been seeing this yo-yo cycle or this more up and down temperature range, where you're really cold or less cold. I mean, sometimes I can average out, but like today for me here is kind of more of a less cold day, compared to like earlier. See, for anyone that hasn't seen my last video that I released back on the 24th, back on Friday, well, yeah, you could see what it looks like, or how I felt when the Arctic high pressure system like kind of whisked or came through here. Where it brings in Arctic air from the north. It was funny when I was making, like, the video part was kind of easy, but I was kind of like, this thumbnail, I was just kind of having some fun with it. I actually kind of made this kind of, like, circular thing in there. Alright. It was supposed to represent it, but it just reminds me of it right now. I was just like, so yeah, you can go check that out if you haven't checked out that one yet. That was back earlier in the week. Because I was just like saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna go for a walk, and like on this live stream I was attending, right? And they're like, are you gonna do video on it? Are you recorded it here? I'm like, okay. So I kind of did. I kind of brought it out. Now, I will say this without giving spoilers to that video. One thing I didn't mention is that my camera device that I was recording kind of didn't handle that cold so well. I was trying to record this one additional scene. I couldn't even finish it. I was just like, dang, it is cold out, you know? So that's one, you know, like I can tolerate the cold, but my recording device isn't able to handle it, right? And maybe I can put in some heat warmers, hand warmers, whatever, but aside from that, it's still cold out, so I've been trying to like do those kind of videos a little bit more, but bear in mind, you know, batteries and cold don't really usually mix, especially at a certain temperature. It's just really extremely cold, you know. Maybe if I had the hand warmers or whatever with them, maybe it might help a bit, but you know, sometimes it's very hard to record certain sequences, right? You're probably not gonna see a tripod view of it because I just don't think I could do that. I don't know. Maybe the hand warmers might give me some time on it so I can record a little bit more, so I don't actually have to hold the device in my hands, right? To keep it warm. I can actually move away and do these sequence shots, like walking towards or walking away from the camera or whatever, right? A lot of the stuff that you might see when it's warmer out for me because I'm able to, but that kind of stuff is kind of hard in the winter. Hey, it's Iron Flowers, and it's Dave. Welcome. How are you guys doing? Nice to see you. I know you guys are probably like, CR's live! I'm like, yeah. I got that earlier from other people. They're like, oh my gosh, he's live right now, everyone. Hold on a sec. Okay, I gotta make sure my device is charging while I'm doing this, so yeah. I guess I'll take a break here. I'll probably make it a second cup of coffee in a little bit here. Why not? Heat up some water for it. I think it might be good. Yeah, I think it'll be a good day to have a second cup of coffee. Get some more things done here. Top of my phone device for a little bit longer here. And I see some more people dropping in. I appreciate it. Feel free to drop in that like, thumbs up, and all that good stuff, right? Not mandatory, but do it because you want to, not because you feel like you have to. Because you enjoy the content. You're doing it for that reason, right? Not just an automatic thing. You want to do it because you want to do it, not because you feel like you have to do it. That's why, even with my content, right? Since I do variety a lot more than some of the other channels out there, to a certain degree, obviously there's many channels out there, right? Since my content's there's more variety in my content, I always understand that you guys don't watch everything. I get that, right? Because you all have your interests, right? But if you do find it interesting, then go watch it, right? And leave me a comment. And that way I can understand where you guys want to see certain content, all right? Because if I'm seeing replies on certain content consistently from said user A, then I can tie in things for people that watch that kind of content, right? And in some other additional things, right? And besides, if I talk to you guys or whatever, message you guys or whatever, communicate with you guys, then I can mention things because I'll remember, oh yeah, they are interested in that, if that makes any sense, That I would appreciate. You're just procrastinating, Iron Flowers? Yeah, no, I get that, Iron Flowers. I get that. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I can tell. Because usually I'll take a look at the not just the subscriber count, but, like, because your analytics can tell you if more people are watching that are watching, or non-subscribers. I mean, it can vary, obviously, but I can tell usually. I'm like, oh look, 98% were from subscriber watch from subscribers. So I'm like, okay, right. Although sometimes, especially I've noticed on some of my better viewed videos, the views from the subscribers is lower, but the views from the unsubscribed or non-subscribed or not subscribed in is actually higher, which probably means that I'm reaching a wider audience. So I've been looking at that. I'm like, I guess that makes sense, right? Because your subscriber count is like only limited to whatever the number you have. Let's say 1,000, right? But if your view count rises dramatically, and you notice that your watch time or views coming from non-subscribers is higher too, yeah, there's something to be said about that, because you're reaching out to a wider audience, and not just kind of stuck within that 1K of subscribers or people or channels, right? And that's assuming that all of them are watching, right? And I know that doesn't happen for everyone. So, like, you'd be lucky to get like 10% of your subscribers actually watching more consistently, right? You know, let alone leaving a comment or anything like that. I mean, and there's other things with channels and stuff like that, but I won't get into that part of it. Yeah, probably. You know, because it was funny, it actually did better, like, outside the first 24 hours. Which is funny. It's just funny how that worked. I was just like, oh, I guess it's not, then a couple days later, I'm like, oh, wow, it dramatically skyrocketed, right? Because I took a look at it, I'm just like, yeah, the watch time or the views from non-subscribers was much, much higher. Much, much higher, like at that 80% mark, right? So that's saying a lot. Because like I said, it's reaching out to a wider audience. So I was just like, okay. So after seeing that, I was like, it also motivated me to kind of keep the schedule up for this year. I've maintained it for this month anyways, right? And currently, aside from one short video, I do have videos for next month now, for February. And technically, I have a shorts for like March right now. Technically, you'll have to wait for that. I'm not gonna spoil it by actually saying it all. So you'll have to wait for that. It might interest you. Some of you out there. Something I just recorded. It was so cool to seeing it after the fact, but I was like, oh, I can't wait to show you guys that. I was just like, because originally I was actually gonna put it out already, this kind of short form content, but I was just like, you know what? I think this will be better if I do it later. So so it's not, when you see that shorts, it's not at the same time, by the way. It's just something to represent it as a representation of it, right? But I thought it was kind of cool to see something like that. And, maybe encourage you folks out there. Once you see it, you'll know what I mean. I'm not even going to say error words or anything like that or make a pun in here because it'll spoil it. And I don't want to spoil that. Because, yeah, when you see it, you'll know. It's a very short. It's a very not, how do I don't like using the word short. It's a very, not long duration shorts. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people can squeeze in that time. It's like 10 seconds, so just something fast. But I was just like, yes, it's just something that dropped into my lap. I was just like, oh, you know what? Since I have to do this anyways, I'll make a video out of it. All right, get some more content out. And trying to like keep up with the content, right? Because I've noticed that other people are trying to like schedule in or like have some videos in advance. Initially when I started the channel, I never did do that. Although I kind of wish I did now, but I see you, GP. Okay, with the penguin. Yeah, I see you. I see you, dude. Dragon fire. Oh yeah, nothing this. Yeah, okay, there. Okay. I'll just pass you the ring. Right there, GP. But this is why I've been trying to do this kind of thing, because I've noticed more and more when I do it, I feel like I can actually gain. I can actually do the videos not only better, but I can actually have time to do these videos. Like, for example, anything, if I'm in creation mode, creating something, making something DIY, those videos generally take longer for me because I actually have to do something physically in real time. Yeah, I could speed it up afterwards, right? And stuff like that, 2x, 4x, whatever. But initially, when I'm doing the video, recording, I actually have to do it at 1x, real time, right? I can't speed that process up, especially if I'm doing it by hand. But, even with tools or whatever, it still takes some time to do that kind of stuff. So scheduling has allowed me to bring that kind of content more in, just because I can actually have time to do it. Set up a stage, kind of think of what I want to say for it, do the set DIY or making or creation mode thing on camera, and bring in some nice hook in the beginning, something at the end. I'll have this big body of like content right there I can work with, right? Then while I'm like doing said task or whatever, I'm like, what should I make up? What should I say as my title? What's my description for this one? And what the hell am I gonna do for a thumbnail? And stuff like that. Because I noticed sometimes some of the content just writes itself. Sometimes the thumbnail will just write itself. Sometimes the description will write itself. Or the title will just write itself, right? Like, the first thing that comes into mind is, like, gonna be the best thing. Just because it's just like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. Like, you could just feel it, right? Then there are times I'm just like, what the hell am I gonna name this? Right? I'm like, I could use this title, but it just sounds so monotone. I need something else. I could say it like this, but I don't wanna beat people with it, right? And I'm like, So I'm trying to think of something that's like serious, funny, punny, accurate. It's not baiting people too much. But it's kind of still literally happening, or serious, or true to a certain degree, where it's not quite a white lie, and all that stuff. Okay, GP, okay, that explains a lot. That's yeah, okay, I see you on priority. Yeah, okay, I got you. Okay. So yeah. I've been trying it more and more. I've seen the benefits of it. I think this is the only reason why I keep doing it now, because I've been seeing the benefits of it. I think if I didn't see like benefits in terms of like I know for a fact that scheduling does not directly give you more views, directly give you more watch time, directly give you more comments. That's not what it's for, or to. It's not meant. Scheduling is not meant to help you for that. It can help you indirectly do that, but not directly. I've noticed that the scheduling is more for the host or the content creator themselves, to give them more time to do certain things or allocate time better. So certain videos or whatever might take more time because you gotta travel, do the DIY part, actually physically do it, right? So that takes some time that you can't speed up because you have to do that in real time, in the real world, right? You're not just speeding up something, right? And it's something you actually have to physically set up, right? And do it, choreograph like some dance or whatever, right? Or set up some metaphoric lyrics in advance to why am I not saying this? I have no idea what I want to say in this. Like, how am I gonna explain this? Or it's like, what word should I use and all that stuff, right? I was just like, because sometimes I'm like, why did I use that word, right? I think the scheduling has helped me a lot more to do that stuff because I can actually set the time to think about it, right? Maybe not on the same day, but the next day with fresh eyes, right? After I've had that morning coffee, it's oh yeah, where this idea just springs in your head, right? Sometimes those ideas just spring into your head because you're not actively thinking about it, but you just randomly see something and then you just think about something and you say, oh, that's the title. That's the title right there. I gotta use, right? It just clicks into your mind that that's the one you want to use, right? So I've noticed since I gave myself more time to be able to do that kind of stuff, the ideas are coming out much more polished or cleanly versus, here's some video. I kind of like not like doing that anymore, and I'm digging the scheduling parts a lot more just because it gives me more time. Hey, hi, Peace Journey. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Okay. Any excuse to ramble or go on and on, as some would say. Yeah. Oh. I think I'm doing that right now. But hey, it's my stream. It's my stream. I've learned it from the best. No, just kidding. Just kidding, GP. Just kidding. Okay. Okay. And on a serious note, everyone, no. On a serious note, I actually should be making some coffee here. Let's see what I got here. Actually, there is some other things I've been thinking of pulling into the channel. I don't know if I'll actually do it. But I've been thinking about it, but I don't know if I actually want to pull this kind of content into the channel. Because I'm like, does it represent the channel? Like the core values I have for for the channel as a whole for it, right? There's certain little things I kind of steer out of, right? You don't necessarily see. I might drop it by once in a while, maybe give it a few minutes of my time, but you're not gonna see a lot of that content, political stuff, and all that stuff, right? That's not what I do on the channel. I might voice it out randomly, on the side chat, very briefly, right? But I don't make it the main part of the channel, because frankly, I don't want it to be. Because the main part of the channel, for me, will always come back to, well, things that have CR in it. Oh, like creating stuff. Where I cover a lot of these certain little things I have to do. Things outside that Mother Nature offers. Not the channel here, but I mean, like, what nature provides. And all that stuff. I really gotta shovels now. Oh, Iron Fire Horse. I swear if I start shoveling the snow, she'll be like, okay, fine. CR's doing it now, I might as well. But if he's not doing it, then I'm not doing it. That kind of procrastination. No, I don't actually need a shovel. Although, I've been trying to, be proactive about it as much as possible. Just to avoid any unnecessary falls and stumbles and slip-ups and whoops! Or my feet are in the air situations and all that stuff as much as possible. And you don't want to. And she doesn't want to, apparently. No, thanks, Peace Journey. Oh boy. Let me see here. I gotta plug in one place here. I need to. Give it some power. Among some other things. Alright, so. Let's see, what's my time here? You know what? Let's see. I'll go for... Speaking of falls, I actually did fall out there and swim. Ouch. I feel the pain out in progress. I feel it. I feel your pain. I feel you there. But yeah, I'll probably go for a little bit longer. Not that much longer. I don't know. Maybe. No, it's gonna be less than 15 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna go that much longer. It's all fun and games, but still gotta do stuff in the real world, right? Still gotta do stuff in the real world. And besides, I still have to make the coffee. and technically, I gotta grind the beans for it. So, like, yeah. And also, and I didn't do that on camera. I don't want. Well, because I'll have coffee when we get here. No, what I'll probably do today is like just get some stuff ready. Maybe try to like do this other video. Like I said, I've already recorded the DIY parts of it. I just have to record the other parts of it and bring it together. And hopefully have it for next month. Hopefully, if I can finish it off today, tomorrow, I'll probably have it for next month. Scheduled for next month. Some of you that I have a chance to associate or talk to or message or IM or PM or all that stuff more on a regular basis. Yeah, you might see a sneak peek on it or whatever, right? You know, if you join me over, yes. I guess, you know what? I guess I'm gonna mention something. Now would be a good time to mention this. Okay, GP. I see Iron Fire Horse. What was this? What was that say here? Ah, dang it. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue and I just can't grab that idea back in my head again. What's gonna say here? Yeah, it'll come back to me if I don't think about it, but... Oh, yes. Now I remember. So... Everyone knows I'm here on the YouTube side, right? Obviously. Right? But... Remember, you can find me in other places too, right? Right? If you search for me, if I'm there, I'm there. Because I've already kind of bookmarked or secured the username already. So you might see me in these other places, and remember to follow me over there too at times, right? Because you may, depending where it is, you might see our content sneak peeks that you're not going to see or hear about here over on the YouTube side, or at least not anytime soon, right? Or you'll get a different angle of certain little things, you know, where the B-roll that I didn't use for the YouTube video part, you're not see it over there, over somewhere else, right? Where I kind of tied in together, although it's on the same day, same adventure, just slightly different way of approaching it. Or showcasing it. So, keep that in mind. Because I've been thinking about it more and more. So, because I actually have... I said I wasn't going to go over to somewhere. I actually did, by the way. I have a username over there. I have one person following me right now. Although, I haven't posted that much content over there. I got some viewership over there, but I think I need to work in some better stuff. Because like I've said, that means I have to put content over there. Alright. Now, over on some of those other sites I go to or whatever, I'm like, yeah, I think I know what I'm doing over there. You know. So... I guess I'll just come in time. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. It'll probably add some year to year to you, GP. Probably. It'll be less stressful, right? It'll be less stressful, or at least not as stressful. For what it is, right? Or a different kind of stress. So, because that can take a toll on someone's system, right? The stress, the kind of headache that it involves, the thinking of it, and all that stuff, right? Yeah. Yes, I know what you meant, Iron Fireworks. As soon as I saw the comment, I was just like, yeah, I think I know what you mean about that. Oh, just to let you guys know here, I don't know if they'll appear in February here for me. It'll depend, depending on the how much I record in advance for the scheduling. But there is some more videos that are not DIY type of videos, but these are type of videos. I'm gonna try to. I've added you. If you've seen my last month and a half or whatever type of video, you may notice that I've added an extra hashtag in. All right, I've been trying this hashtag. I'm not trying to abuse that type of hashtag, right? I'm only using it when it actually applies, but I've been adding it into some of the videos, especially the more applicable ones. So, but let's just say I've been adding that in, so because I've been trying to draw some attention towards it. So, but you might see some reusing videos later in the year. If not next month, then the month after. You're definitely not gonna see them this month, because I only have like 2 videos left for this month, right? Today and Friday. So, and I don't have a shorts for this week scheduled, let alone made. So yeah. Cool. What time is that? Yeah, I think I'll go till like quarter after at the latest here. So 11 minutes. It's about 5 after right now. 5 after the hour, give or take, right? Regardless where you are. And I have something specifically for Iron Fire Horse at the end. Why not? And then like some other things, I'll just kind of segue it in, and change that RCR word that Iron Fire Horse use, procrastination, to encouragement. And all that stuff. Man, I gotta make some coffee. Now, like I said, I want to reorganize some things here, actually. Although I might actually make a video out of this. I've seen some of these videos, I'm like, well, maybe I can add it in, but in my own kind of flavor or whatever. maybe I'll try out some ASMR type of thing. Although, I kind of you'll notice in today's video, I've actually I tried to add some form or a version of ASMR or something along the lines, and then you'll notice it when you initially see the video that's out later today. But I was just like, well, I'll just add it in. I left it in, and since I don't have to work in file anymore, it is what it is now. Because I'm not taking it down now. I've already scheduled it, and I already mentioned it, right? So I can't undo it now. Sierra's already mentioned it. You can't take it down now. He's already mentioned it, and I don't want to be a hypocrite and like say all this stuff and never do it. That I don't like doing at times. It's one thing if you're procrastinating or delaying, but it's a totally really like, yeah, Sierra, it's been like 9 years. You haven't done it yet. Right? That's procrastination. Hey, it's Brenda. What's up? You know the L&M were here earlier, Brenda? They actually dropped in earlier before. I think he's working on his truck or whatever, right? I showed him something. Brenda, and he's like, what? And I'm kind of paraphrasing. It sounded like, whatever, Sierra, you can keep it. If you look back earlier in the stream, you'll notice it. I don't think I have the live chat replay available for this, but yeah. That's what he said. It was funny. Yeah, it was funny. Anyways, how are you doing, Brenda? You got a sandwich for me, Brenda? I could use a sandwich right now. It'd be right on time for lunch. They did. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I'm kind of glad you dropped in, well, sooner than later, because I was not in the stream at quarter after, give or take. Like, I just mentioned this, like, 3 minutes ago. Literally. You did read it? Yeah. I figured you can still scroll back up. I don't think I have the live chat replay available. No, I know I don't, because by default, it's not... I noticed it's not a default thing, so... In my settings, I actually have to manually add that in, as far as I know. I mean, honestly, I have the live chat itself available, but the replay of the chat isn't... I don't think will be available, so... And I can highlight within this app. Unlike, like, StreamYard or whatever. Even on the YouTube app, you can do that. I can't do this over here. Oh, that's funny, Brenda. That's funny. So, I'll make sure I have my one set of coffee. Like I said, I actually have to grind the beans for... Like, actually, I have to go take it out here. Yeah, I need 2 hands for this. Oh, maybe I could do it with 1 hand. Yeah. This container of beans. I'll actually show you guys. Okay. I'll lay this down here real quickly. Look at that! They came back! Look at that! He came back! He's like, oh, he's back! Or they're back, I should say. It's probably blue. But yeah. Oh yeah, now everyone wants to come back, right? Yeah. Take care, Iron Firehorse. Yes, go do the... Stop procrastinating, Iron Firehorse, go do it. Just get it done. Enough said. Right. Enough said. But yeah, like, hello. It's Huga. How are you doing? Nice to see you. But like I said, here's my camera. Okay. See? I got the beans out, everyone. I'm spilling... Well, actually, I don't want to spill the beans here, but... Literally, I don't want to spill the beans here, but maybe metaphorically I can spill the beans. But yeah, I gotta take care of that. Or at least... Yeah. Well, at least I'll have enough until to make it... Oh, yeah, this container will be good until the spring. I'm gonna grind some up. Oh, of course, Iron Fighters. Now, perhaps I'll go a little bit longer, just because L&M decided to drop back in, and I got Huga in here. I'll go a little bit longer. Not that much longer. I'm not going past the bottom of the hour. Unless, surprisingly, I get like 100, 200 people who drop it, then maybe I'll change my mind. But aside from that, I change my mind. That would be the only reason I would ever change my mind about it now. I'll give it a little bit more time. Where am I here? But yeah, seriously. I'm gonna heat up the water first. Hold on. Sorry, I gotta plug in my device, so. No, actually, no, actually, I do. Yeah, I do. I mean, yeah, 30%. And then needs more charge on it. That's actually one of the reasons why I was like thinking of ending the stream. I need to charge my device a little bit more, and amongst some other things, right? And I need to run some equipment that'll be loud and all that stuff, and I gotta get some water here for the coffee. And I didn't want everyone to hear all this, this kind of sound. Like I said, that kind of sound. All that stuff, right? And then wouldn't it be like, I'd be like, where did everyone go, right? And when it just says BRB, I'd be like, how come everyone's leaving? And I'd be like, oh, I was pouring water and they heard it, and yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to avoid that. Just in case. Nice! Yes! The sandwiches! Yes! Yes! It's an inside joke. I don't even. We're just gonna keep saying it. It'll be like just kind of this thing we keep talking about randomly. At least it always reminds us of something funny. And yeah, it's an inside joke with us over on L&M stream over there. And the funny thing is that just randomly came together, and now we're talking about it over here now. Even mentioned it on the next stream without. That was funny. Yeah. At least it makes life more interesting. Yeah. I know, Brenda. Yeah. I'll just say one word: self-induced. Or is that two words? No, that's two words. Two words, self-induced. Heat up some water here. But yeah. So like I said, I'll probably do some of this stuff. I don't know, maybe I'll make a video out of this somehow. Somehow make a video out of this. Because I've seen other content creators make videos like this, but I want to do it in a certain, well, not in a certain way, but my reasoning for it. I could do it. I mean, I guess it'd be a filler video because it's not dummy. But who knows, maybe if I make it interesting, maybe I'll get some content out of it. Some views out of it randomly. And it's something I have to do anyways, so I just don't know. I guess I could try. It wouldn't give me an excuse to make the content. Because I kind of noticed, like, when I schedule in advance, that also means, because I'm not having to do these videos, like, on the same day that I want to put them up, kind of deal, right? I can actually do these other activities or things, right? Or go for these walks more often, or help people out. Because I'm not tied into doing what I'm doing, because I've already done it in advance, if that makes any sense. It's one of those things that I've noticed more and more. Like, because sometimes these other content that I have just drops in my lap because someone asked me, hey, CR, can you fix this? Can you repair this? Or whatever, right? And sometimes it drops in my lap like that, the content, right? So... And it's always nice when that drops in my lap, because that's just content I didn't have to think about or come up with, right? It just dropped in my lap. Basically, I just got to come up with, like, some thumbnail, a way to explain it, some description, and some title, And sometimes it just writes itself, right? So I'm really enjoying when the content just drops in my lap, writes itself, like automatically and all that stuff. I'm like, yes, one more of those. A few more of those during the year wouldn't hurt. I kind of like that stuff. Where it just drops in your lap, right? Like, it just like, you know, where people kind of say, "Oh, I wasn't gonna make this video, but it just kind of dropped in my lap," right? And it's like, the next thing, generally, it's like so easy to put out where basically you can make the content on the same day if you really wanted to. It's that easy just to flow through it. Even with editing, it just flows through it, right? And it's not just a talking head video or something like that, or a short 2-minute video. It's like a 5-6 minute video, but you're like able to put it out because it's just like literally the story writes itself, right? You're already coming up with an a thumbnail design and wording of it and all that stuff so easily. It just comes to mind so easily. While at times it seems like some of that content just doesn't write itself. It's like, oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know. What word should I use? What word would actually make sense? People call it this and that, right? And I'm like, what word should I use? These kind of certain phrases or whatever, like there are certain words or how people describe certain items or whatever might be slightly different depending where you are, right? It's different here in Canada and in the U.S. compared to Australia, compared to overseas in Europe, right? I'm like, what wording should I use, right? So I'm always trying to add these in if I'm saying it or whatever. So, for example, like, here's a toque. This is what we call here in Canada, right? And there are people, no, it's a beanie. No, it's a stocking cap. No, it's this, right? And some people are like, I just call it a winter hat, right? So so if I ever talk about stuff like that, I'm like, I'll just say those real quick. It's like, whatever you want to call it, blah, 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 Then I just go with one standard way I would say it for the rest of the video. You sitting here? Hey, what's up, man? I see you in there, man. Nice of you to drop in. See, I knew there was a reason, an excuse, a reason I did this impromptu video. Give you guys a chance to join me, right? Reconnect with you folks. I guess that it was my part of my description there. But yeah, it's nice to see you, man. Make sure I didn't miss anything while I'm there. Let's see. Yeah. L&M, yeah, you guys schedule all your content and it helps a lot. Yeah, so, there's a real, a person or people actually kind of saying how much it helps them, right? Results may vary, but, generally I find it helps. So, I'm less stressful in trying to make content right away. I can take a little bit more time to think about it through and all that stuff. What you say, Peace Journey? You started the videos to keep the video memories, and now I just post things that you stumble across and like that. There's something like that, right? So, like I said, sometimes these videos that just drop in my lap, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll add this in. It's up my alley. It's within the realms or the values or the core aspect of the channel. Yes, I just used that word. But, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I can squeeze this in, right? I needed a video for that 1 week in August, and I'm like, yes, and now I got it, right? For example, right? Which means that I can possibly get to the next, how would I say, seasonal or I wouldn't say milestone, but like on the same frequency, like way of thinking of how you think of a milestone, this kind of next point, all right? So for me right now, I'm trying to get videos for this winter season to make it until the spring gardening season, all right? Because once the spring gardening season comes around, I can do other things. I can switch out, right? Certain things. I can plant stuff, show that kind of stuff. Well, probably go for these walks or whatever more often too, because it'll be less cold out or warm out and all that stuff. And I'll be able to do that stuff more frequently because I'll be able to again. But I have to wait until then, which means I need content to make it to that time, if that makes any sense. So scheduling has helped me, so at least maybe I can get something out, right? If I have too much of certain content, I can hold it back for a little bit, right? You know, especially if it's not seasonally dependent. I didn't mention a year or whatever. I'm like, you know, yeah, I can still show this next year still. It's, you know, if I don't show it for this winter, I'll show it for next winter, or I'll schedule it way out there in like November or December for now, right? You know, it might change in later, but you know, I'll be like, well, I don't want to post it now. I'll post it later, right? And I still have enough videos to make it through until the springtime, for example. Those things like the gardening is spooky. I am doing alone, and filming is difficult to do while I'm doing it. Yeah, exactly. I get that peace journey. I get that. Right? You gotta chase the cat around or whatever, right? It's like, you know, whistle the dog to come back and all that stuff. All right. Coffee time. Coffee time, everyone. Coffee time. It's coffee time. How much time did I got? All right, bottom of the hour, like I said. Bottom of the hour. I wasn't planning to go longer. You know, I wasn't planning to, but I guess like any live stream, somehow people always show up at the end somehow. All the time. Right? All the time. And I get it, you know, people are busy. It's like, oh, I just noticed that you're alive, right? Or I just got back inside or whatever, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I get that. Because I've noticed it too before, where I'm like, ah. Right? I just showed up and they're like, oh, I was about to exit or end the stream. So, you know, I'm like, dang, I always miss the good stuff. Oh, yeah. Maybe pour some water into this coffee. Oh, yeah, this coffee's not hitting the spot. I can already tell. Just the smell itself is waking me up more. Yes. Let me stir this. Oh, yeah. You know what I sense? I sense caffeine going through my system, right? It's too hot to sip. It's too hot to sip. I was about to say... Okay, let me try this guy. Okay. A very small sip. Oh, yeah. Just like in that video, that shorts video and reels video I did. Oh, yeah, that is a spot. It really does right now. I feel like I can like create 10 projects right now and 10 videos, right? I wish. No, I'm lucky enough to get like make 2 videos in like a full day, let alone 1 video in a full day at times. So I think that's why the scheduling is helped me, so it allows me to actually set up everything. And sometimes I don't. And the thing is, it's just like, because I've been thinking about this in terms of like back in school, well, or it probably still happens too, I guess, right? Or for anything unmatter that you have to study for, is that scheduling is kind of like studying in advance, or like knowing that not cramming for a test, for example, right? And yes, don't get me wrong, I've crammed for tests too, like anyone out there, you know, or the all-nighter, blah, 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 you know, and I you know, but I generally don't like doing that, because, yeah, I'm way too tired. But I've noticed since I've started scheduling, it feels like, you know, I'm studying for the test beforehand, right? Because it allows me to actually get the ideas out, or fully think about these ideas that I'm coming up with, or the concept, the structure of the video, how I want to put it together, you know. Like I said, some of them just come together, you know. It just writes themselves, right? You know, there's not much more than I can, you know, say about if I'm, like, planting a sunflower, right? There's only so much I can do with it, right? Like, also, the storyline itself needs to be there, or a timeline of it, right? I might throw in something if I can, right? Yeah. What you say, Brenda? Yeah, for sure was going to do fire and up. Dang, Brenda. Technically, I've done just under 8-hour live streams before, but I haven't done them for a while. Let alone I've done a 3 recently, but it's been a while since I did more than like a 3. Let alone 4 or 5 or 8, like Brenda here. Dang. Oh yeah. That's if you have the time. I mean, some maybe you do, or maybe you're squeezing in or whatever. I mean, like if you're solo, trying to solo that without a panel, without anything to talk about, and you're not showing something like a DIY that takes that long. Talking for like a few hours, let alone like 5, 6, 4 hours, is quite a bit. Because your mouth starts to dry out because you're talking so much, and it's like, yeah, where you're like, I mean, I guess it's not so bad when you have a panel or something like that, or people to bounce ideas off of, or you're showing something where you don't, where what you're seeing explains it more than any words that you can say, right? You just add some words in to fill in the gaps, right? Where, like if you were like crocheting something, right? You're just saying what you're doing, but besides that, what you're seeing, it writes itself, right? The idea is that you're joining the stream or whatever to see that part of it, the creation mode of it. A little bit of dialogue just to fill it in, right? So it's not just a silent stream. Oh yeah, that's good coffee. Yeah. She must be. I know. You guys probably like, dang, we can barely even get to an hour and a half, let alone 8 hours, like Brenda here. See, on your guys' next stream, I gotta bring that back out randomly. Try to make it as a funny too. Somehow. Side joke. One of those side jokes kind of things, yeah. So yeah, what's my time here? Alright. 2-minute warning, everyone. And besides, my device is like at 25% and I need to charge it. And I probably should actually do stuff. Although reconnecting with you folks actually kind of raised, lifted my spirits a little bit more. And not only that, it's sunny outside, and I got the coffee. So I'm getting sunshine and coffee. I'm getting some of that vitamin D on my skin right here. I don't feel so sad from seasonal associated disorder because it's nice and sunny outside. But it is a thing, right? It is a thing, It doesn't feel so gloomy today, that's for sure. Yes, it's nice to yes, thank you. Yeah, I know. Sunshine and coffee. I should also, they have these air songs talking about sunshine and sunshine or coffee. But is there a song with both sunshine and coffee in it? It feels like I could make something. Hey, maybe that'll be another idea that comes in mind for me. Just like, speak of which, I can't remember where it is. Speak of ideas, I gotta, should be right. Yeah, here it is. As a content creator, I won't show you it, but it's in my hands right now. But let's just say, because obviously I don't want to show you guys the ideas I'm working on way before I even go through them. People will be like, ooh, what's this? What are you not talking about? No, I have this idea book right here that I've been working on, where I drop down the ideas, physically note it, right? Because I'm trying to brainstorm and all that stuff. And I probably should have talked about it beforehand, but whatever. Anyways, folks, I appreciate you all dropping it. So go do something awesome out there. Try to learn something new, explore things, and enjoy things, right? Things that make you happy, bring joy to your life, whatever it is, right? And stuff like that. And remember, you don't always have to pay for something or buy something to get that dopamine type of fix all the time, right? Sometimes joy can come from doing something, spending time with other people, making something, right? Not necessarily always buying something, right? And stuff like that. And I'll catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. And oh, wait. I gotta make it very dramatically. Exit right here. With coffee. Enjoy your coffee too. Alright, everyone. Take care, everyone. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.